Welcome to the Been There Doing That podcast. I'm Robert Scrivener.
And I'm Gayla Scrivener.
We left the 9-to-5 grind, downsized, and our goal is to have freedom to live and to work from just about anywhere. Welcome.
To another episode of the Been There Doing That podcast.
Live.
From where,
A
Robert?
remote location in New Mexico.
Wow.
Mills Canyon Campground.
No service whatsoever.
No service, no problem.
What kind of problem? We got some deadlines to go.
Oh, yeah.
If we had
We was off
service, I think I would stay here for a week.
We was off the grid.
Yes, we've been off the grid for a couple of days. We are just barely, I guess, into New Mexico.
Yeah.
Ish. Yep, we're off on our Overland adventure for
Our
the month.
TRIP.
Yep, TRIP for the month of May. And we are going to talk about our adventures in Oklahoma.
Well, let's kick it off.
Well, we left Springfield, Missouri way early. You wanted to leave at
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Well, honestly, I couldn't muster myself to get up past 4:30 in the morning. And it usually takes, by the time I get ready and then we gather things up, it's about an hour for everything, because you sleep about 30 minutes while I try to gather myself up. So
I need my beauty sleep.
So we didn't actually.
Have you seen this?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we left about 30 minutes after your schedule.
But it was a short night.
It was. We stayed up way too late.
Had tornadic activity in the town.
There was
Literally.
sirens and everything like that. And I recorded a podcast for the Gayla Scrivener show, and oh my goodness, that was hard to
do with sirens
to stay focused.
Blaring, the TV blaring.
Yeah, and I ended up cutting most of it out and had a short podcast. And I was like, oh well, I had one point, and it's like, oh well, that's okay. What a fun time. But we didn't have much sleep. But we ended up leaving only 30 minutes after scheduled.
Yeah, in the rain still.
Yeah, it was raining. And our plan was to barrel through and get to Slingshot all the way. Where was our destination?
We were headed to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Soccoro, New Mexico.
And the plan was that we were just going to drive.
All night long.
Until we got there.
Or sleep on the side of the road until we got tired.
Yeah. But that didn't happen.
No.
No.
We ended up stopping.
Well, I'm looking back at my notes.
You got notes?
I do.
How come I don't need this?
Well,
where's the production manager? I need a set of notes.
Well, we don't have a printer, so I'm not printing this. And you have it on your phone.
I do? I
downloaded this, and I actually bought the app. Penzu, P-E-N-Z-U.
That's what's on my phone.
Yes. This year I thought, usually I have a little handwritten thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did last fall, you wanted me to write down in a journal everything that we did, because normally I just write down the trip log, just the mileage, where we stopped, when we stopped and started and all of that, but not any notes, so to speak of. And then last fall, you said, why don't you write a daily journal? Yeah. And then let's make a book out of it.
Why not?
Well, that book, still not done.
I had issues with Lightroom because I had everything already loaded.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures, everything all laid out in the book format. And then poof.
Well, I downloaded this Penzu journaling, and you can make as many. I went ahead and I don't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't that much, because I wanted to be able to have as many journals as I want, and then you can export it and you can get a PDF format, and from PDF I can convert it to whatever I want. You know? And whether I want it in Word or what have you. So I'm trying this out, and that's my show notes right now.
Well, good.
And you can add pictures, and you'd have to format somewhere else. But in theory, you could do a blog post and copy and paste it out there. And I may do that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, there you go. Now I've got notes.
You do have notes. So we left Springfield,
Mm-hmm.
and you quickly got gas, and we drove. By 7:30, we were in Oklahoma.
That's early in the morning.
It is.
That we
And
did not take any interstates again.
No, our goal is never to take any interstates. We were on Highway 60.
Yes.
That goes a long, long, long way.
All the way to Pond Creek.
And as we were looking at the map, we decided, last year we wanted to go to this place, but we didn't because our travel changed. But we decided to go to the Great Salt Plains
State Park.
in Oklahoma. And that is in the Panhandle, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh.
Dead center in the northern part.
Dead center in the northern part. Okay.
Oklahoma.
Okay. Well, that was our... Oh, I see the sun.
The sun has came up.
Woohoo! Well, that was our destination since we were fairly close. We were on Highway 60, and then if we just kept going straight on... my notes do not say the highway. 65.
64.
64.
65 runs north and south.
Okay.
Even numbers run east and west.
Thank you for that education there.
Well, you might need to know that later.
I might.
For the most part, anyway.
Well, we wanted to see what it was about because we were that close.
Yep. And it's
we-
the only place in the world that I know of, if I got my information correct off of the internet, that you can dig for selenium crystals.
Okay.
I have no idea what selenium is.
You don't know what
Answered
it's used
that question, didn't I?
Yeah. You don't know what it's used for or anything
Negative.
like that. But it's valuable somehow.
Somehow.
But it's public. You can just go and just dig.
Yep.
Interesting. We got to the state park, and I didn't see any salt.
Now you kind of, where's the salt?
Where's the salt? We were by a dam.
Mm-hmm.
We parked at the park ranger, and there was some internet, and I had to get some
You
stuff
were
done.
working. I was walking Oscar.
Yeah, so we worked very, very quickly and diligently, but it was probably over an hour.
Yeah, well over an hour.
And then you looked at me and it's like,
I think I want to stay here. Let's just stay here. I'm tired.
yep, because I was expecting that we needed to go and travel all night and all this, and you're just like, I'm done. Let's just stay. So we talked to the rangers, and they said, drive around and find your parking and
Come let us know which one it is.
Mm-hmm. It was $14 for
Undeveloped.
undeveloped.
Campsite.
And one of the park rangers, she had said, I like number one.
Number one at the North Shore.
She was right. It was a good one.
I think it was North Shore. North Spillway. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, it was a great place because there were not anybody there, really. There were a few fishermen, but there was no campers.
No, we was the only ones that night.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful.
The park ranger was like, I wish that the weather was better for you.
I said, well, it's better than what it is in Missouri.
And our little campsite had a cute little
Gazebo.
gazebo. It was an octagon gazebo.
Octagonal gazebo. Easy for me to say because I just did.
You just did. We had a nice dinner that night. You're drinking cinnamon tea. Did it get to you?
Boy, did it.
That we had pulled chicken or pulled pork?
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
No. Yeah. I don't remember. There was a flurry of activities going on.
We had a nice dinner of potatoes.
Yep.
And
Mashed.
Powdered, reconstituted.
Taters from a box.
No.
From a sack, actually.
And pulled pork. And that was our dinner.
And an avocado.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
I must have been hungry. I ate it all.
Yeah, we usually are hungry. We don't eat as much when we're traveling.
No, don't move as much.
I think we move more when we're traveling.
Yeah, some areas.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we did stay. We didn't have any service at the campsite.
Nope.
But we were able to rest a little bit because we were exhausted.
I was tired of driving.
Mm-hmm. And we walked around.
Took some pictures.
Did some
Did some video.
And we
explored.
There was this one spot actually we did have weak internet on and off because I was able to work a little bit, but I needed to send something off to the team and it wasn't uploading. So I walked to the next camp spot and held the phone up. And
Robin Williams in the RV.
Yes. Go. Yes, that was the experience I had. It was weak signal, but we're able to limp through and get some things done. It was a nice time. So the next day we woke up, I was bound and determined. I said, I want to see the salt. We're here. And
But you're forgetting, it did rain that night.
Yeah, I did.
But not bad. Packed away wet. And then we took off to go find the salt.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the salt?
All the way around on the other side.
Yeah.
And so we were driving. I was like, well, if you go up here, according to the map, I'll see some of it. Well, I didn't see any of it. I saw like little...
Whoa. We got a problem. My antennas were falling out of my little antenna holder.
Yes. We had to pull over.
I forgot to put the pressure plug back in there.
What do you carry your extra antennas in?
PVC pipe.
And what's on the end?
Pressure cap tester.
Why do you have to have pressure cap? Why don't
Keep
you just
the water out.
Oh, okay.
But I lost one.
You lost it because what did you do?
I forgot to put it back on.
So what did you do to fix it?
I taped it.
Electrical tape?
Electrical tape.
So somewhere on our journey, we'll probably stop at an Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
True Value. Lowe's. Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Oh, Home Depot. It's French, isn't it?
It is. I don't
Depot.
know.
Silent T.
Depot. Yeah, we had to stop, but I still didn't see any salt. So I made you go down to...
Turn down this road. Dig site area this way, 6 miles. Okay, let's go.
Dirt road. Dirt road doesn't bother us.
It was the roughest,
washboardy. Yeah, there's an R. There's an R in wash.
Yeah. Road that I've been on in a while.
It was kind of making me a little grumpy.
It was making you grumpy.
Yes, nice sound effects. Oh my gosh, it was rough. And it was the longest
6 miles.
6 miles. We finally made it. Now, some of it was paved, but every so often there was like a
Half
divot.
Of it was paved.
A divot. Oh, that was not a maintained road.
No.
But we finally made it. And the rain the night before, there were puddles everywhere. But apparently you can just drive on this
salt flat.
The salt flat part. And the dig site was a mile away.
Yeah.
On the salt flat. And I said, I'm not walking that far. And you're not driving the Jeep on salt.
No, I don't like salt. Salt bad.
But it was not at all like I imagined.
And glad we went. Now we know.
Exactly.
Don't have to do that again.
It's flat dirt, sand.
Salty.
I guess it's salty. I didn't taste it.
I wouldn't take your word for it.
But I did read the signs, and I couldn't recall what they said, but how salt came to surface.
Taken pictures.
I should have.
I didn't go over to that sector over there.
Yeah, I know. I bet you the interwebs have information.
You think it's correct instead of firsthand?
Well, go to the state park.
Yeah.
The state park site. That should be fairly significant in our research.
Mm-hmm.
But
where'd we go from there?
Well, we decided to
We're
go
not
back.
Going back down that road. We found
an alternate route that was shorter, and there was it was soft kind of. The shoulder was really soft.
Suck you in there.
And we were met by a couple of road graders.
Mm-hmm. They just kind of stared at us.
Yeah. Not sure if they appreciated us driving on their newly graded road, but oh well.
It was a lot smoother.
And we got to the highway finally. And we just kind of, I don't know, we winged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since, we were going to try to get to New Mexico, we just went ahead and
winged it.
We did. What? I don't remember. We got to look at our notes. Where did we go from there? Boise City.
Boise City. We went to Boise City.
Boise City for gas, food, and
went
work.
To Alva. Just got gas in Alva.
Mm-hmm.
And then you was on the phone a long time from Alva. I had good internet, too. Good internet, cell signal,
Yeah.
all the way from Alva.
Yeah, I worked a lot on the road where I could. Straight road, good internet. We decided to hit a campground called Black Mesa.
Yeah, state park.
Yeah, instead of going toward our original destination. So our plans for the start of our trip, we just flew them out the window.
Yeah, this is what we planned on.
But
it didn't go as planned.
But I feel pretty good.
Yeah, Black Mesa is nature preserve, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Peaceful. It's in the western, way western panhandle.
It's in what county?
Cimarron.
And what's significant about Cimarron County?
It is the least populated county in Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's
1.3 people for every 640 acres squared.
Wow. There's not very many people. And it was desolate. It was flat. It's in the panhandle.
Yeah, called No Man's Land.
Yes. And we're that close while we were driving that you said, it's
the only county that touches, Kansas, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, 4 states, and 5 counties, I think.
Wow. That's the only one?
Only one in the United States that touches that many states and 5 counties.
Well,
6 counties. It's on the interwebs. It's got to be true.
Got to be.
I took a picture of it, though. I was there firsthand account.
You wanted to, since we were so close, you wanted to go to the highest summit of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that's at Black Mesa.
Yes.
So we stopped at the state park and spent the night there.
Yep.
We got there fairly late in the afternoon, I thought.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, because we stayed in Boise City for a few hours.
You had to work.
At Dairy
Queen.
Hours,
several hours, yeah.
Yeah. We were at a Love's, I believe,
truck stop
to get gas, and I was like, I'm getting kind of hungry, and let's just have something quick and easy. I want to go into Subway, just get a meatball sandwich and be done with it, and then let me work. There's lots of internet in Boise City. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Well, I waited and waited and waited. Good 10 minutes.
While you were in there, I was outside chit-chatting with a lady that had a gas leak in her miniature van.
Oh, my goodness.
Miniature van. It was small.
And I decided to throw my hands up because there was no one. I could hear rustling in the back of Subway, but no one came up to help. And
Did you ring the bell?
There was no bell. And there was somebody in front of me waiting too.
Ooh.
So I decided, let's go, Robert. I'm done.
I'm done. Let's go.
I'm done here. And we were going to drive to the other side of town. And it's like, I don't think there's any more food. Maybe
Subway, a beef jerky place.
And Dairy Queen. So we turned around to go to Dairy Queen. And we went in, and Oscar took a nap in the Jeep while we went in and had a meal. I took in my laptop, and we stayed there, and Dairy Queen was our office for several hours.
Over 2 hours.
Got a lot done, sucked down internet as much as possible.
They even had Wi-Fi.
They did. It sucked. But I used my own hotspot. Oh, there's Oscar walking around. And after we were done working, I'm glad that we did that because at Black Mesa Summit, there was no internet, no service.
That was a chore.
That was a chore. He's slow. But no service Black Mesa Summit Trail. We didn't think we would, and that was okay.
Yeah.
We got there at about 7 o'clock in the evening.
Still Central Time.
Yes.
Ish.
We popped out the tent. We kind of relaxed a little bit.
Yeah.
I caught up on the journaling, and we went to sleep.
Had turkeys.
Oh, yeah. While we were setting up, there were 4 turkeys.
Watching us.
Literally.
Turkeys.
Literally
were turkeys, not, turkeys, but turkeys,
Not the campers. Oh, yeah. There was speaking of turkeys, no, just teasing. Once we got set up, there was a couple that were walking their dogs and came by, and the lady was talking to Robert. Like, that's the,
How does that stay up there?
yeah. And she was a loud talker, and then her husband was talking to Robert for a long time. And let's say I was in the back of the Jeep, and Robert
He was a
doing this.
soft-spoken person.
I didn't hear him talk at all. And all I kept hearing was her say something loud over
How do
and
you get
over.
up in that? Yeah. How's that stay on there?
Very nice though. Oh, one feature at the state park that I really liked, they had showers.
Oh, and they were warm enough for me.
They were warm enough.
For you even.
Yes, they weren't a nice hot shower, but
I thought it was hot enough.
it was great to partake in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And we did so. Just because when you have the opportunity, you might as well.
Yeah.
And that was a $14 stay.
Yeah. That's $7 a piece for a shower and free camping.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great way to see.
I know.
Mm-hmm. We got up fairly early. Our tent was, we didn't have any rain.
5:30.
Yeah, we didn't have any rain, but it was damp.
Yeah.
So we
Moist.
packed up. Yeah, it was moist. We packed up, and I needed to get I have a Friday morning call.
Mm-hmm. Needed to get to some service.
Yeah, and so we're thinking, I don't think Kenton, because that was on the way to, because we were going to, our plan
Black Mesa Summit.
Our plan was to hike. And Kenton seemed like an awfully small town. I didn't know if they'd have internet. So I said,
They didn't have a gas station.
We need to make sure to go back to Boise City so I could just work for a few hours, have the call, and then I can move from there. And that's where we headed. And I hated that we would have to
But
go
we didn't make it.
No, we didn't make it to Boise City. We had to
stopped
stop.
near the Santa Fe Trail.
And a marker for Fort Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat in the Jeep and had my phone call.
I went outside and had my phone call.
And we had
LTE.
decent internet. Enough that I could work until I lost
Got
my
frustrated.
luck. I lost my luck.
Yep.
It started to, I guess we sucked it dry.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we were there on the side of the road for about
Over 2 hours.
over 2 hours, 2.5, almost 3 hours.
In the middle of nowhere. We've
Mhm.
got pictures. I took plenty of pictures. Did video.
And talked to a client that's in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So
All the way from way out in the middle of nowhere.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Work from anywhere.
She's on a way different time zone than we are.
How many hours difference?
I don't remember, but
17?
if it's 9
Here.
o'clock Central Time, it's about 4, maybe 5 o'clock her time in the afternoon.
A day ahead?
I think it's the same day.
Same day?
I'm not positive.
Could be.
I don't know, but
That's
I don't know how she does it.
7 hours difference.
I mean, it's hard enough when we travel just within
What time zone are we in?
the 4 time zones that we
Mhm.
have, but she goes overseas when she works from anywhere. It's amazing. But I had a good work session there.
Yeah.
So then I said, okay, we've pressed our luck long
Mhm.
enough. I'm not being productive for our client, so let's go.
Go.
And then we went to the summit trailhead, Black Mesa Summit Trailhead. And when we arrived,
You are hangry.
I was not hangry. I said,
Hungry, I said.
it was time to
eat before you got hangry.
And they had a nice vaulted toilet there, clean. And we were the only ones there. I pulled out the table. You pulled out the awning, and we set up our regular food.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to have real food,
Yeah.
like potatoes and meat.
Break out
and-
the stove. We're cooking.
Mhm. I am so glad we did. That was our only meal that day.
Yeah, it was.
It really was.
It really was. You weren't kidding.
But we needed to have sustenance on our bellies before we hiked because we were in for a long hike.
8.5 mile
Round trip. And we didn't train for any hiking.
We don't train for
No,
That's
just
too
do
much
it.
work.
Just do it. And it was a little breezy, but the sun was shining. The clouds had parted. We had blue sky, happy clouds.
Happy clouds.
And it's a long, long hike. And Oscar cannot do it
No.
on his own.
He thought he could. Took off like he could. I can do this. And walking. I'm tired.
Well, we want to make sure to take it easy on him. I did give him preventative pain medicine because, my goodness, we'd be carrying him. I have a sling that I carry him in. How much does he weigh?
13.6 as of last week.
That was quite a carrying him is quite a load.
Yeah.
I wish that we had the perfect backpack to put him in. I've shopped around online for a backpack, but I haven't seen anything that I thought would be good for a long wiener dog.
Yeah.
Only those little Chihuahua things.
Yeah, we're not into that.
No. But a nice long wiener dog that has back issues. I need a good solution to carry him on my back. So my neck was getting sore. You know, I didn't know if we were going to make it or not.
Yeah, I said, you want me to carry him? So I carried him along.
You carried him. We split the time. We had the camera gear. We had
video.
Water. We
Water.
didn't take a snack. We just had water.
Just water. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's kind of parched on the way back.
Yeah. But I'm glad we did it. It was not, it was on top of a butte. I don't know what they're called.
Mesa.
It's a mesa.
M-E-S-A.
And it was not on an overlook.
No, it was smack dab in the middle of a flat part. So it didn't look like he was high at all.
And then...
High up, that is.
Right. There was a hiker behind us, and he made it up there. And he was like, well, that was an unclimactic end to the trip, wasn't it? And I said, yeah, because he's like, I'm only 300 foot higher than my house.
Yeah.
But he was nice because he said, is that your red Jeep down there?
And I said, yeah.
Well, your passenger door was open. I shut it. I hope that was okay. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, left it open.
Oh, I am in so much trouble.
I don't ride on that side.
I am in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Kind of worried on the walk down there. Thank goodness for the Good Samaritan that closed our door. But by the time we got down there, there were like other vehicles and stuff.
Several other vehicles. Yeah.
But we were kind of worried.
So we kind of didn't spend as much time up there.
Well, I think I was done up there, honestly. There's not much to see.
There wasn't. I
There's
was wanting to do some more video and stuff, but there was other people there.
Yeah. But I think
other people meaning one.
I was getting tired and was ready to go down, and we had to go 4 more miles down.
4.25 miles.
Oh, but it was
brisk on the way back.
And still,
meaning a quick pace.
Wore blisters on our feet.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. You did too.
Well, just on the outside.
Oh.
But nothing that, time and healing can't, cure.
Exactly. And we made it back. Well, we met 4, 2 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah.
Going up. It was getting later in the afternoon. I was like, okay, that's late. And then toward the entrance, like just past or just around the 1 mile marker, there was a gentleman with his young daughter. She couldn't have been 5.
Barely walking.
Oh, she was walking for a long time. 3
or 4 years.
Yeah. But I was like, man, it's late in the day. That child is never going to make it up there.
Yeah. And then there was 2 more when we got to the entrance there. So they were packing up their dogs and getting ready to go, and never know. It was late in the day.
Just pulling in.
Pause for this technical difficulty.
Just pulling in. Yeah.
Oscar.
Get over here.
Come on. Oscar.
Testing.
There you are.
Oh, okay. But to my delight, once we got there
to
the Jeep, everything was in its place.
And the refrigerator had ice cold water.
Thank goodness. I would have felt terrible if everything was...
Yeah, not there. We would have been doing some research on where it was.
Yeah. We're having... Oh, there we go.
Microphone difficulties. This one, we need a new microphone. We might just have to break down and go to like a music store and get one.
All right.
Next. Where were we at?
We had a nice hike, and I got sunburnt.
Yes. Doesn't take much.
No, I haven't had my body exposed to sun in a long time.
The whole winter.
And I had forgotten to buy sunscreen, so I didn't have any on hand.
No, or on your body.
Or on my body. But I think it was worth it. It
Yep.
was good to get that done.
Yeah. You wanted to go hiking on this trip.
Mm-hmm. We were contemplating whether to go back to the Black Mesa campground, but you said,
I'm feeling feisty. Let's go.
let's go.
Let's go into New Mexico.
We just wanted to get a little further west, so we did. And
Boy, did we.
a lot of straight roads.
Yeah.
No service whatsoever, and we ended up going to a Dollar General.
Clayton, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. And, the Jeep is doing a little bit of funky stuff.
Yeah, it's got a miss in it every once in a while. Again.
But you're throwing a different code.
It's a different code. It's a P0443, I believe it is.
And what
Purge control valve solenoid.
So we stopped in Clayton's Napa.
And they didn't have it.
They said Albuquerque.
Albuquerque has it.
Well, you
couldn't get it till Tuesday.
You're
Tuesday? That does me no good tomorrow.
So,
today is... What is today? Yesterday.
Don't remember. Today?
I don't know what the day is.
Friday. Yeah.
Does me no good on Friday.
So we'll just look for two things to have on hand: that solenoid
and a crankshaft sensor.
Just to have on hand, because you say you can do it on anywhere.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Good.
Get it in the parking lot.
Okay. So we'll be on the lookout for those two parts at other towns, but we may stop at Albuquerque, but hopefully not.
Yeah, Santa Fe will be it.
Mm-hmm. And we were going to get gas there, but you're like, there's gas on the way. And I said,
surely there's gas on the way.
There's only this mercantile place.
In Gladstone. I said, hey, I know people in Gladstone.
Who do you
Follow them on Instagram.
Who do you know?
Well, I don't know the name, but
They do.
It's a lady that does fantabulous leather tooling and makes bags.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll have to stop anyway.
Yeah.
Big town.
We stopped at the mercantile, and there was a one gas pump.
Mm-hmm. Went inside to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an old-timey gas pump, not one of them new ones.
Mm-hmm.
No, didn't take credit card or nothing. Cash. And smelled like fried pies in there. Always smelled good.
I missed that.
You should have got out and went in. It was a cute little store. Lady said, can I help you? I said, got any gas left out there? She's like, we might have a little. I said, I'll take $25 worth. Cody, get in here. Help this man with this gas.
So Cody pumped the gas.
Mm-hmm.
That was very nice.
Yep.
He thought we were rock climbers.
You guys some of them there rock climbers? I said, no. We headed to the mountains, yeah. Flagstaff, Arizona, up in the... different kind of mountains, yeah.
Well,
we're not rock climbers, climb the rocks.
No. Well, we left there because our destination was...
Mills Canyon Campground.
And that is where we ended up last night. That's where we are.
That's where we are currently at.
Mm-hmm. That's where we're...
And the entrance to this place was spectacular to where we are.
Mm-hmm.
It weeded out a lot of RVs and fifth wheels.
It was quite the trek down here.
That was climactic.
Yeah. And it was getting close to dark. And by the time we got to our campground, it was dark.
It was dark.
And we had to undo our tent in the dark. And our bodies were so sore.
We're roughly at 5,120-ish feet, even though we came down a 2-mile stretch that was, kind of fun.
Yeah. It's beautiful. No services. No, there's a nice, clean, vaulted bathroom. But otherwise, there's no water, no electric.
No,
nothing.
It's just primitive camping.
Primitive camping. But they do have nice
cement tables.
And nice fire rings and barbecue pits.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
quiet.
I like
for the
it.
occasional jet going over, but it's quiet.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I hear water, though.
Yeah, we're by the Canada River.
Canadian.
Oh, Canadian. I was close.
It's close. Same
Yeah.
country.
It is beautiful. I'm glad we stopped here. We have absolutely no internet, and we have several projects to do for work I'd like to get done before Monday.
We might want to think about packing up and moving on.
So we might need to pack up, have our adventure driving out of the canyon, and take a lot of pictures for that, and figure out where we're going to go next. But we're going to head toward...
I think Santa Fe.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens.
We need to stay put for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to stay put at a campground where there's internet so that we don't have to pack up and then be at a library or be at a Dairy Queen for 3 hours. I'd just rather sit at the picnic table for 3 to 4
days.
5 hours. Yeah.
3 to 4 5 days.
Yeah. So that's our plan. So thanks for being with us.
And the wind is picking up.
The wind is picking up.
Wrap it up, Gayla.
Follow us at BeenThereDoingThat.com. You'll see pictures of this little escapade on there. And also follow Robert on Been There Doing That on Instagram.
Because I post amazing pictures.
And then...
Not, blowing my own horn, but...
You do.
I do.
You know what I'm doing with your pictures?
I'm afraid to ask.
On my Instagram?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing daily quotes.
Yeah.
Because I have this journal that I write in.
That you write in.
And that it's got a quote at the top. Well, I thought, I'm going to share this journal. It gets me motivated and inspired, and I'm going to inspire other people. So I have done little quote memes, and I use your picture. Our adventure pictures. On every one. I'm not using stock images.
No, use our own images.
Been there doing that. So those can be seen on my Instagram. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Check them out.
All right. Until next time.
We might have to buy another cord.